How are you doing afternoon, Mr. Titus?
Okay.
Okay. And what brings you in here today?
Well, I just struggle with not taking my medication. I go to church and I'm a very spiritual person, and my religious beliefs, it go against me taking medication. But I do know, if I take my medicine, I'm okay. But when I don't take it, I end up being in the stabilization facilities where, I in my psychotic break. And so I'm just struggling right now, how can God how can God not take this away from me? He'd have taken everything else away from me. When I was an alcoholic, he delivered me from alcoholism,
Right.
But now that I have a diagnosis of schizophrenia, I just don't understand why God can't take that away too.
Okay. So I'm kind of hearing that you're struggling with your decision to take medication or not, and part of that is in relevance to your religion and your faith. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. I can definitely understand where that would be kind of confusing for you, because you kind of have this, science says, one thing, and religion obviously says another thing. How do you feel when you take your medication?
Well, some days, I just feel some. I just feel like I'm not here.
Okay.
Because I don't know, they tell me in treatment, I have to find a medication that works for me, but I am so tired. I'm getting tired of struggling with the fact that I have to take medication and I have to go through all of these tests and trials about taking medication. I just can't understand why do God can't take this away from me.
Okay. It sounds like a difficult issue for you. So you kind of feel like you're not here sometimes, and you kind of feel like a zombie. And do you kind of struggle with different medications? Is it kind of confusing, or do you struggle with trying to decide which medications are a good fit?
Well, it was one medication that I was on that I just took for like 3 years, and it was good.
Okay.
But then when I lost my job and I couldn't get the medicine that I was on no longer, and that kind of interfered with me being able to pay for medication. So now it's just like I have to suffer and get some of these medications that's kind of cost effective for me, and doesn't cost as much. When I was working, I had the job and I was able to pay for it. That worked for me.
Okay.
And so that's where I'm at right now.
So you don't have access to the meds that you have found effective?
Yes, I don't. I can't afford it.
Okay. How do you feel when you don't take your meds as needed or as prescribed?
When I don't take my medication, depending on what day you want to talk about, like if I don't take it for 1 or 2 days, I'm fine. But then, like after 1 or 2 days, maybe third and fourth day, I might start hearing voices. And by that time, I'm already in my psychotic state where I can't catch it, where I feel like I can catch it, but I can't because I'm already, already out there because I have been taking my medicine. And then now I'm back, in the hospital. They're trying to be back on my medication.
Okay. So, you're okay for a couple days without your medication.
Mm-hmm.
After about maybe 4 days to maybe a week, it's difficult for you to manage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm wondering how you balance that with your faith and your religion, because I feel like I'm hearing you say that you struggle with taking your medication because of your faith and your religion, but when you don't take your medication, it can potentially maybe land you in the hospital, or cause some difficulties for you. So how do you balance?
Well, to be honest with you, I just feel like God, I have a relationship with God, and I feel that, with my relationship with Him, if He tells me to take it, I'll take it. But if He tells me that, hey, I'm healed, I don't need to take my medicine, I don't take it. But then I end back up in the hospital. So I'm struggling with the fact that you mentioned something. You said about science and then about religion. When science says one thing, but your faith says another. So that's my struggle.
Okay.
We have also, I'm a very smart, intelligent man. And even though I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia, I have also read literature that science has also been wrong too.
Okay.
But God has never been wrong. He has never failed me. Never.
Okay. So I hear what you're saying, because, right, sometimes science is one thing, and maybe it comes out down the road that that's not really the case. And for you, religion has been steadfast and consistent.
Yeah.
And so you struggle more with the science part of it.
I do.
I'm also hearing you say that you kind of listen to guidance from God.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what He tells you to do, you feel like what He says is the correct way to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also hearing you say that when you do at times listen to God, it has had some positive and some negative outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's you feel like it's been positive, and sometimes it has ended with you in the hospital.
Well, I guess that's the negative aspect of it, if you will. But, and then again, I don't know, the devil might just be, he just might be messing with me. Sometimes I just struggle if it's God or if it's, the devil. It may be, and I think because of the fact that I haven't been taking my medicine, and when I don't take my medicine, I think it'd be more of the devil. But when I take my medicine, God be like, okay, well, you know what? You need to take your medicine.
Okay.
And I think I struggle with, listen to the voice in my brain that tells me, don't take my medicine. Take my medicine. Don't take my medicine. Take my medicine. Okay. And so I think I just need to be more careful with listening to that God words and what He want me to do and what I should be doing, and not listen to the negative stuff of what the devil want me to do.
Okay, so you're struggling with differentiating between the voices.
Yeah,
maybe you're hearing different people speaking.
Maybe so. I just thought about that. I am hearing these different people speaking to me, and I think because I need to be back on that medicine. You think you can help me be back on that medication that really worked for me? What do you think that we can do?
I think that if you're interested in taking, your meds and staying consistent on your medication, I can definitely provide some resources for you and maybe link you to some psychiatrists or other doctors that could help you find a good solid medication that would be the best fit, something that might work for you.
Okay.
How do you feel when you're consistently on your medication?
Well, when I'm consistently on my medication, I, everything seem to be going very well. I go to church every Sunday. I have a good relationship with my parents. I have a great relationship with my wife and kids. I'm working. I'm able to work. I'm able to, be rational and think things, like a man should, and take care of household chores and everything. And so I'm able to do those things when I do take my medicine. But then when I don't take my medicine, it just feels like I'm all over the place, and I hate being all over the place. I'm over here, I'm over there. I might be, running down the street butt naked or something that really hurts me the most, and I look back over it because I want to prevent that from happening. I don't want to be on that wild side of doing things and have the neighborhood and the community talking about me. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person who I used to be. The person that, they have no cares in the world. I provided for my family and the kids. And it's just like now with this mental illness, it has been a struggle with me and God. It's just been a struggle, and I just struggle with that daily.
Okay. I think I'm hearing and understanding what you're saying. You're interested in taking some preventative measures so that you don't have to experience those issues. You're wanting to stay on track so before you get to the point of maybe a relapse or a breakdown or experiencing psychotic symptoms.
Yes.
Okay. But you're also wanting to find a good balance with your religion.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. What do you think that we can look into as far as maybe I'm hearing that you want to take medication, but I'm also hearing that you're wanting to be involved in religion and church, and so there are maybe some stigmatism in relation to taking medication. What are your feelings about taking medication, and what are the pros and cons of it?
Well, I just now really realized when you just said the pros and cons. Like the pros of me taking the right medication. That's the issue, taking the right medication. So the pro of me taking the right medication, I will be able to do the things that I love to do. But if I don't take my medicine, I won't be able to do those things that I love to do.
Maybe you can tell me more about that. The things that you love to do.
Well, the things I love to do, I love going to work.
Okay.
I love playing basketball. I love going to church. I love teaching Sunday school at Bible study on Wednesday night. I love that. I love doing church-related activities on Saturdays and Sundays after service. I love doing that. I love coming home and doing yard work, playing with my grandkids and stuff like that. I love doing those things.
Okay. So it's quite a list of hobbies you have there.
Yeah, I love those things, but then when I don't take my medicine, I don't know, that kind of make me sad just thinking about it. I really don't want to talk about that because it really make me sad. And then now I'm questioning God. I'm questioning God why He put this on me, why He will put more on me than He can bear. Why? So right now, I don't want to think about the negative side. I want to focus more so on why I'm here today. And why I'm here today is that I need to get on the right medication that can prevent me going back to the hospitals and keep me grounded and doing the love and do the things that I love doing, like I mentioned.
Okay. So you're if I'm understanding you correctly, you're wanting to get on the correct medication
Yes.
and so that you can continue to have your life intact and do the things that you like to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I think we discussed a bit that I can put you in touch with some of the doctors who can probably help you find the right medication for you.
Okay.
They have offices in this building as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that
Okay. Go ahead.
I think that I can put you in contact with those individuals. Does
Okay.
that sound like a good idea for you?
That's perfect. I appreciate it. And thank you for helping me understand the importance of taking my medication. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for coming to see me today. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.